Okay, hi everybody. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. I will be sharing a training with you that I came away with from GoPro this weekend, taking copious notes to share with all of you guys to benefit from that weekend. It was an amazing weekend. It started Thursday night, finished Sunday lunchtime, and really over that 4 days, if we condensed it, it was 24-hour full on. Sat in an audience, learning from 6-7 figure income earners, multi-millionaires and billionaires, from having Richard Branson do a clip on stage, all the way through to Jordan Adler, obviously Eric Worre, and many copious others. So I'm going to be doing a few of these Zoom calls, but just now I'm going to start on two people I really want to highlight to you first of all. So the first person I'm going to share with you is Curtis Broom. I hadn't heard of him before, and he was kind of like the introduction for Eric. So and GoPro, all the speakers. So if any of you go to GoPro, and there is tickets still for sale in Vegas from the 1st to the 4th of December 2016, in our team already, Danny, myself, Nikki, we'll be going to this event. So, if you want to come, they still can come. Get yourself booked there. However, when you do go, they do this thing. They walk on, they go, whoa, yes, GoPro. That's what you have to do. So you better start practicing, because at the beginning it's very weird and American and all the Brits are reserved and going, not sure if this is my style. And then at the end, everyone's like, woo, woo. You can imagine. Okay, pumped up. So Curtis Broom. Okay, so I really want to touch on your mindset about, the profession we represent. So many people are still walking around like closet Arbonne secret agents. Okay, guys, be proud of what we have. Social media, come on, we're all over social media. People are looking at the Caribbean cruise. They're looking at Mercedes, Benz car presentations. They're looking at, this income potential. People are on it. So, the success that Arbonne, we're 43% up from this time last year. You've got to home on that, because the ship is leaving now, with or without you, or the people that you're talking to. So I really want you to be proud and understand we are not selling, okay? We have a gift. And there's a whole difference when you come around with a gift. There are people out there desperate who are looking for something that's going to take them to a better way of life, have no idea what the profession of multi-level marketing is, and they need you to speak to them and get over yourself, step out that closet, be proud of who we are. I honestly believe that's why Strong Start, we get a handbag straight away, because it's got Arbonne on it. So whether you like it or not, you're going to be wearing that handbag, and people will be seeing the brand and getting aware of something, that they haven't necessarily seen before. So entrepreneurs, it is all risk, guys. You are in the minority. You have no guarantee of success. Absolutely. And let's say, okay, not everybody's going to be right for this business. And we've got to understand that. We've got to love people in the business, and we've got to love people out of the business. Okay. So, not everyone is a doctor, because if we were all doctors, we wouldn't have ambulance drivers, and if we were all ambulance drivers, when we got to the hospital, who would take the patient, the nurse, to wheel away the patient, to get to the doctor? So understand that people are going to come in with different abilities, different levels, different belief systems. People are going to want different things from this business. So how many people of you guys watching this recording would love a bigger income? Okay, because in the business, it's a business of the authenticity of a business is about attracting the right people. You need to be committed. You need to have persistent activity to attract, potentially the right person. And let's get this right, guys. When we start off our business, we're so new to this. We're not going to be great overnight. That comes from practice and being committed and consistency. So you need to be bad to be good, good to be great, great to be amazing. Okay, be the best follower so you can become the best leader. Okay, so elite leadership is the business of leadership development. So you don't build a big team. You create a small team at the beginning with a committed, we all have, a committed path of leadership. Okay, so time is the one direction thing that we all share in this business. Time is your life. Okay, you don't just preach to people, you ask questions. If you ask the better questions, you're going to get the better answers. So really thinking about what you're asking, you know, and making it simple. Let's not get overcomplicate this business. I think sometimes there's so much information coming at us, which is wonderful, but we need to keep it simple steps for people to follow the process. So, you know, when your newborn baby is born, okay, who is the most important person in the family? It's not the grandmother, it's not the mother, the father, it's the baby, okay, because that's the future. When somebody joins your team, you've got to look at them. They don't know anything, and your job is to sit and mentor them and take them through the process and nurture them, you know, because the best thing about newborns is they're fearless. They really are fearless. They haven't got a chip on the shoulder. They haven't heard the no's and the excuses. You know, they're excited. And I often hear people say, you know what, why don't people get it like I did at the start? You know, that's true, okay? So when people, you know, so you've got to prepare people for this, but never forget the outcome. So human beings, we learn, guys. We learn by doing, okay? Activity. Yes, you need to read your books, but you need to get into activity. So multi-level marketing is the simplest place in the world to create wealth. True wealth, okay? So if we were to think about, you know, how many hours for a doctor needs 18,000 hours of studying to create a substantial income. You know, 10,000 hours, let's say, for an elite athlete of practice, which could come just to that 100-meter race in the Olympics. Yeah. So for all of us, you know, what can we create with what we have? Because it doesn't actually, if it takes you 3, 4, 1 year, like Danny, 5, 8 years, it doesn't matter. You know, you're going to get there. That's the guarantee. Okay. As long as you keep in the system and following the successful people. So divorce the result and marry the process. Okay. So too many people look at the outcome. The outcome happens because of the activity. Okay, if a baby is learning to walk, it's crawling, it's standing up, it's cruising. If it falls over, it doesn't say, oh, that's it, I'm done, I'm out of here. It's not going to do that. It's going to keep going until the baby can walk, okay? So the process is focused. Sometimes people are too busy looking at the outcome. You know, forget about that. Focus, you know, when you give a gold bag or when you do a launch or you're thinking, okay, I've got 6 people in the room and if they all buy, you know, if they all buy a private tonight, there's so much QV, forget that, okay? Your job is to focus on the activity, be the best version of you in that room, and the outcome will happen all by itself. And it could be great, it could not be great. You just don't know, but that's the name of the game, is to keep going and having the belief inside and believe you're offering a gift. Okay, so teach them what you know and they will buy it from you. Okay, so he's talking about, you know, about all different sort of having a conversation and about doing the do and listening and stories. And we say the stories sell and facts tell. So again, it's about having your best why. You know, we give and we serve by giving choice. So we're not the master of the presentation. We're a master of a conversation. And a conversation means asking questions. People are fearful because they think it's about them, okay? It's not about you. It's about the person you're introducing into the business. It's about the person whose need is more than yours, okay? Why? Ask the questions. How can I help you? What would you like more of? Take away the fact that you're thinking they're joining your team. They're not joining your team. They're going to join to build their team. Okay, let's get this concept out of our minds. You know, I've had this before. People say, my friends, I feel like they're buying from me, or the friends might say, well, you're earning from me. Guys, that's not how this is. They're buying these products anyway. Okay, you're just showing them safer, healthier, and they can have what you have too. They'd like it. Okay, so remember, you know, you're basically, you know, you may not be good at the start. But that's okay. You can't get your story wrong. It's your personal why. Nobody's going to say, oh, no, you did, you know, you didn't really think that, did you? You know, they're buying you. So don't kick yourself up too much. Just go out there and do the do. If you have fear, you are looking in the wrong direction. I'll just say it again. If you have fear, you are looking in the wrong direction. Okay, that's normally behind you. Okay, so we're focusing forward. You know, behave with class, have integrity, high tide raise all ships. Keep that positiveness with you all the way. Always do the right thing in the right way for the right reason. So people that do what they say that, you know, they're going to do. Protect yourself, those people who are with you. Protect your decisions, protect your word. You know, things always happen, guys. This is life. We know that, okay? But that's okay. You know, right is right even when no one is doing it, and wrong is wrong even when everyone is doing it. So we are on that path less traveled, and we're here to protect, you know, this business and to be proud of what we stand for, to offer a gift. And it's okay, because it won't be for everybody. It will be for somebody. It will be for nobody. That's okay. Keep offering the gift that we have. Okay, so he talked a bit as well about really serving. I think being a humble servant was the whole thing. You know, the conversation about saying, are you happy? You know, put more significance on that. Do you have a plan that you're following to take you out of what it is you're not happy about? Would you like to see a plan? You know, if it's probably for you, you know, like Eric Roy says, if I show you this, would you take a look at this video clip? So questions, questions, questions. Okay, so I'm going to go on to Thomas Tidmund. He is Donna Johnson's husband, and amazing man. And again, another entrepreneur with amazing story. Both these guys, you know, top of their own individual companies. He says that more people are alive today than have ever died in this world. Can you believe that? More people are alive today. So the first mental adjustment for prosperity is gratitude. What are you grateful for? Even the smallest things, be grateful for that. I remember personally, so I promoted to district manager in November 2007. And in December 2007, I sold one product. And you know, I was so desperate to sell that product, I gave my discount. And we didn't even have preferred clients back then. It was my 35% discount. But I was so grateful because I sold a product. You know, how mad is that? But be grateful for every little thing counts. It all adds up, okay? So I could have been like furious, but I wasn't. I was really grateful for that. So be grateful for every victory. Sometimes we only think of victories as being huge. You know what? Look at that sign V. That's on the outside, all the way down to the small V here. Small victories equal big victories. Every victory is celebrated. You know, being enthused and encouraged by it. Okay, so what are you grateful for today? You know, if you're not broke, you're actually the perfect position to become financially free. And we're in the Western world, guys. We really are. Okay, so he said, first 2 years, almost everything you touch will turn out to be crap. I like that. You know, it just gives you a little bit overview, right, on the business. Money will not come from your list. Okay, it will come through your list. So, you know we contact our warm market, and that's kind of a warm up. Actually, the people that are really nasty and really sort of sarcastic, and, you know, go speak to them first, get them out the way, practice on them, you know, when you're not very good at the beginning. Yeah, because if they're not going to join your business anyway, you don't really want them. Just go have fun with that one. Okay, people prefer to be right rather than successful. How scary is that? People prefer to be right rather than successful. Can you believe that? I mean, that's crazy, right? What are they throwing away? They don't even know what they're saying no to. I actually see no. N-O is K-N-O-W. No, they don't know. I really do. You know, it's my job to let people, perhaps, you know, I've not maybe got it across correctly. You know, that's okay. Nothing is easy. But who wants nothing? Nothing. I don't want nothing. You know, it is easy, but who wants that? Okay, so he talked about following your sponsor and a system. So I don't know about you guys, but obviously, you know, he's from Sweden, and or was it Norway? I'm sure it's Sweden. And IKEA, world famous IKEA. And I don't know about you, but he gave like bookshelves. So you bought your flat pack bookshelf, and there's instruction. Okay, how many people follow the instructions? I know I don't. I hate it. I'm still not a form person. And then you know what we end up doing it? We can do it the easy way or the hard way. Okay? So if it was me, I'd be building that shelf, and it'd be like the Leaning Tower of Pizza. Yeah? And then I have to go back to the instruction leaflet and start it all over again. So he's talking about following the system. Okay. Believe in everybody and count on nobody. I'm just going to say it again. Believe in everybody and count on nobody. Okay? Victory is in the invisible, not in the visible. Okay, that's super, because it's your mind, guys. Don't see your business static line. If you're only looking at your QV right now and the people in your team right now and you're not happy with it, you do something about it. Go get more people to join your team. The people in your team right now are giving you the best version of themselves. If that's all they're giving, you want more, go get more. You create your future. Okay, so we're living, loving, and learning. So successful people pursue wisdom. Unsuccessful people pursue money. Okay, and then he does this thing where he had this thing saying, oh God, here we go. Good luck with this. Can you see that? Ask. Oh, yeah, got it. Yay. Okay. Ask, believe, and receive. So if you write this down at the top, ask, underneath, believe, and under that, receive. Okay, but in the believe, L-I-E is lie. So underline that for me, lie. And what he said is that lie for yourself. Affirmations. That's why we do this stuff, the vision board. Because you know what? Your subconscious mind doesn't know if it's right or if it's wrong. Okay? So your brain is so brilliant, or is it so stupid? I'm not sure which one. Okay? But it doesn't know. So if it's real, your subconscious will only do what it thinks is right, or what you tell it. So I did a video clip yesterday about on my vision board, I'd written down, we will be the 13th nation by, we will be the 13th national nation in the UK. And I signed it the 18th of the 8th, 2014. I didn't even have, there was no regions in our team back then. And you know what? We were in running to become the 13th nation. How incredible is that? So, you know what? Lie, okay? Because it really works. Go for what you want rather than what you don't want. Eyes are useless if the mind is blind. Eyes are useless if the mind is blind, because guys, guess what? Your eyes are only sensory factors hooked into your conscious mindset, not your unconscious. And your subconscious, sorry, not your unconscious, your subconscious. And your subconscious is where you're wired in. Okay, that's your blueprint for success. So those 5 sensory factors, and I've trained in this before, is smell, taste, touch, sense, and sight. They're only here as a survival mechanism for us in this world, this physical world. They have nothing to do with the law of attraction. Some of you have studied that, I know that Danny right now is reading the book, Working with the Law by Raymond Hollywell. There's 10 other, unseen stuff out there. Thoughts travel 190,000 times faster than the speed of your words. Just because you can't see them, it doesn't mean they're not real. Yeah, it doesn't mean that what you think about comes about. So faith is until you make it, and life is like a collection of seasons. So be sure that you sow in the sowing season, so you will reap in the harvest. Okay, it's important. Do your groundwork now. Okay, if you want more, become more. That's all areas of consistency: reading, sponsoring, affirmations, lying to your brain, audios. We all know what we need to do, and if you're not getting to where you want to be, it's because you're not doing one of those things. And let's be honest about business here. Okay, so even when you're working, guys, and this is so true, and it seems like nothing's happened, you're working, you're out there, you're sponsoring, you're prospecting, you just feel like, it's just like, you feel like, God, there's nothing. I'm working so hard and I'm not seeing, I'm not getting the outcome. But remember, I did say before about focus on the activity, not the outcome. But you're feeling a bit like, that's just not working out for me right now. It is. Okay. Everything is lining up for you. I promise you. Keep going. Okay. Because you don't think it is, but I promise you it is. And Thomas was on that stage saying, it is all lining up behind the scenes. Keep the faith. Keep it bright. It all goes back to light. Your awareness. And by the way, your awareness is like a dimmer switch. Okay, that lighter gets brighter as you turn that dimmer switch up. That's your awareness. Okay, so keep your faith alive. There's no specific recipe for success. You do all you can do. Okay, don't leave any regrets on the field. Okay, and give it all. Practice as well as you can. Decide what you want to get out of this month. What do I have to do now to get there? And what do you need to sacrifice to get where you want to be? So when you have a setback, it's time for you to prepare for your comeback. Okay, I love that. Action solves problems. You just have to keep going, guys. Never apologize for making an impact either. Okay, so when things start to go your way, and you know what, and you're doing the do and it's working, be proud of that. You've deserved that. You are good enough. You have it. You can't walk into greatness, only away from it. Okay, I'm going to say that again. You can't walk into greatness, only away from it. I love that. So, hold on a minute. And he said about children, you know, when we were little kids and, you know, we like get sad, you know, when we were like, oh, can you leave the light switch on? And, you know, we're scared of the dark. And it's you know, if you're parents out there, you know, you know, you sort of, it doesn't feel nice because you maybe have had that experience when you were children. You're scared of the closet monster or, you know, the dark. And it's, you know, it kind of reminds you of that feeling you had as a child. And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a great feeling. Isn't it worse isn't it more sad to see adults that are scared of the light? That is really sad, because that's what we are. We're, you know what Jim Rohn says, we're the bridge to take people from the darkness to the light. That's what we are. You know, we're crossing them from one world to the other. So the world of mediocre and the world of victory. And this is the bridge here, the bridge of Tiberia. Have you ever seen that film? I love it, okay? Most people are in the mediocrity. They're like just getting by. And there's victory here. And they want to come over this bridge. But you know, they're scared to get over that bridge. But you're standing on that bridge. You're taking them across, backwards and forwards. But they think the troll might jump out. So they start to go forward and then they run back in because it's safe. Yeah? It's a bit like your comfort zone. It's there to keep you safe, but it's there to keep you small. Okay? You've got to take that leap of faith. Okay? Because I promise you that the endless possibilities in the land of victory. And then you burn the bridge. Burn it. You never go back to that other place ever again. Okay? I love it. Right. So winning starts with beginning. Your victory in the future will be much greater than your victory in the past. Okay? And can I just say, if you have a rubbish story, they're the best stories, okay? You know, when Sojourners and Judy Newcomb says, oh my God, I was sick and I'm not going to try to do an American accent. And she's like, you know, but I have an awful story, but people are inspired by that. The worse the story, the more inspired you get from that. So don't worry. When you get all those bad things, people shut the door in your face and they leave the bag on the you know, in a plastic bag on the steps outside the house, you know, for 5 days for you to pick up or whatever they're doing, you know, when you're dropping off one-to-ones or whatever. You actually want to write that down, you know, and remind yourself of those times, you know. I mean, you know, they're there. We're all experiencing them. Picture of yourself, okay. So people, you know, social media is great. You know, he said about, that's it really, I think. Don't quit, yeah? And the don't quit, if you write this down, guys, don't quit. And then do this for me. Underline the D-O of the don't and underline the I-T of the quit. And that is do it. And I love that. So yeah, he really inspired me. In fact, they all inspired me. I don't even know what time it is. Danny, can you come on the call a minute? Because I don't even know what time it is, love.
It's just gone once. I think you've been talking for about 20 minutes.
Oh, my goodness me. That's amazing. I'm happy with that. I feel like I don't want to do another. That's 2 trainers, but we're gonna do this again, aren't we, Danny? Because Danny's got all the technical equipment, and then I will reflect over another 2 trainers. But I hope that you like that. I hope that you got some golden nuggets from that. I certainly did. I hope that take that away. And you know, the thing that really got to me was all those people on the stage have had adversity, guys. They've all started from the bottom and worked their way up, like we all are, but they're there, you know, and they all were so honest, and they want all of us to have what they have, because guess what? The power of the mind means we can. It's all there for the taking. It's a journey, you know, and where are you right now in that journey? Where are you, you know, are you in chapter 3 or are you in chapter 7? You know, and I love that, because you will get to your destination, and actually you'll get beyond that. You know, flatline thinkers compared to round world thinkers. Flatline thinkers get to the end horizon and stop. Round world thinkers keep going, because when you get to your next place, you've only just arrived. You know, it's the destination for the next leg of your journey and the next chapter of your life, and so on and so forth. Always be happy and grateful, but never satisfied. We're not meant for just being where we are. because we're human beings, powerful minds with thoughts that travel, you know, how many 60,000 times more faster than the speed of our words. And we're meant for greatness. We're all here. We're meant for amazing things. We have a thumbprint that's individual. How many people own individual thumbprints? That's the mark you place on your world, on your life. And guess what? The ripple effect means being a better version of you. You can help so many people to have more and become more and do more because of what you stand for. So go out there, even if you're a team of one, I don't care. Okay, you're still a leader. And be proud of what we have. There's knockbacks, you know, you talked about there's a setback for a comeback, and they're there, you know, they're there because to test you. And I'm just going to end up with a little picture that I have got beside my computer. So people sometimes think that success looks like that. Yeah, like a straight line, you know, up from there to there. You're kidding me. I want to show you what success looks like. Success looks like that. Spaghetti junction, can you see that? That's true success, guys. Okay, but you know what? Embrace the fear. You know, embrace all that. You know it's coming anyway. And to say, is that the best you've got? Oh, that's nothing then, right? All right. So anyway, love you lots. Thank you, Danny, for helping out with this call. And we'll see you shortly. Bye-bye.